Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Oh, Zion just got her internet back. I mean, her electricity back. That's good. But today is very special. I know this is the Market Mayhem. You guys have been here before, but the reason I say it's special is because we have some guaranteed raffle mint spots that we'll be giving away tonight to everyone who participates. Now, how does that work exactly? Pretty much when you look at your roles, like after this event, basically, you look at your roles, you'll see that you have the Market Mayhem roles, and and that is going to be necessary to join the raffle. So the raffle is for bullies on ape, and we were allocated 20 mint spots, like 20 guaranteed mint spots. Um,
Wait,
it's going
wrong
to be
game
free.
now. That's a different one.
Ye-
It's crypto guns.
no, sorry. This is on top of that. So like this
Oh
one,
yeah.
yeah. So we got
My
20
bad.
mint, yeah, we got 20 mint spots. That's free. So the when you're given the guaranteed role, pretty much you are able to mint the bullies on ape for free. So that's what's really cool with it. And this role that you guys are getting tonight from this event, um like look at Stan has the red roll, so that means he got the Market Mayhem roll already. He's on his way to mint a free bullies on ape NFT. Anyways, guys, I'll be adding that there. But we're also doing more guaranteed spots here for crypto guns, just as an example. So this is the event on Saturday that we're gonna have. It's gonna be, it's gonna be really fun. This week is stacked with rewards, and I'll be giving you your role soon. So just stay tuned. In the meantime, we'll go and watch Beef Chain stream here. Welcome, Beef Chain. Are you excited to dive into the market? It looks like the market's going red.
I mean, yeah, define excited. I mean,
Yeah.
macro excited, but yeah. I
Like,
mean,
what's
we're
up
still
with that?
doing this. We're still basically. I mean, I don't know if you remember, like a month and a half ago, I kind of drew out like kind of what we'd likely to do, and this basically we're still basically on that like basically that same path. So I was saying basically we're gonna head most likely sideways and down, which we had a chance here. There's a little nice little fake out here, but I mean ultimately, obviously, it failed. So likely to test the bottom of the range, probably down here. But the big thing we're looking at is for like these momentum, these larger macro momentum to reset. So we really like to see this get down into this kind of green area. So definitely think there's still like another month left. I was saying like a month ago, it's probably going to take about a couple months for this to kind of unwind, play out, reset. But ultimately, this is like healthy. This is what we want to see for a more prolonged kind of extended extended bull market.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
all kind
That's
of
good.
like that's definitely positive. Maybe if we did like break out and pop up the new highs and we got that kind of blow off typical crypto bull market, then that would most likely be like a 4-year cycle type of behavior, which we really don't want to see. So we want to see something more like what it's doing now. It's consolidating. I mean, stuff we've done like go back in here, back in here. This is like very productive, proactive price movement right here. This is what we want to see. We break out of those 4-year cycle of kind of garbage and definitely create like a better environment for like people to build businesses with more stable prices, less like drastic swings back and forth, which will probably get at some point. But in the meantime, this is what we want to see. So it's not bad news. I mean, it's still good news, but we probably do have some downside to play out here. And then also, like for the altcoins, probably not going to look too good here short term. We go over like what was it, Bitcoin dominance? Where's that at? That's not it. Here it is. You see this thing we have actually some bullish divergence, very slight bullish divergence. Probably going to expect it to get up to like about the 21, so somewhere around these kind of band of moving averages. So still some upside to kind of play out here. Worst case, I mean, we're talking about kind of like opposite. Like this goes up, this is bad for all coins. Worst case, up into this red box. But that would kind of fit in line with kind of like a further pullback. And if Bitcoin's usually pulling back, then obviously altcoins are going to have a more drastic reaction because there's less liquidity. So the smaller the coin, less liquidity, the more like whipsaw you get in price action. And the same thing here, the stablecoin dominance. See, this is like a pretty bullish chart, which is not like a great sign, but this is very like not a very old chart. So as you can see, kind of an uptrend here. We want to see this more roll over. See momentum. I think it's still pretty flush to the upside. So I'd definitely be more cautious still. I still wait this out a little bit. As far as Bitcoin, like price levels, let's get back to that. You can see we're kind of just like a consolidation like channel. We're going to probably create kind of like that U accumulation kind of price action. Probably most like a month, like next month, middle to end of next month, probably starts getting a little more rosy. Oh yeah, the price levels here. Okay, so kind of drew this box out like a while ago. You could like bring this up like higher, like 108, but it's somewhere around like kind of that 105 area. Probably would get a bounce off there. See some major at the 200 exponential and simple moving average up around this box, as well as this kind of channel line. As far as like ultimate lows, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm kind of looking more towards just lower box around like 100,000. But again, this could take like time, like obviously like 2, 3, 4 weeks to kind of play out.
Damn, that would be so scary if it goes to
It could.
100K. Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's gonna drop like there. I mean, obviously it could take more of like a bull kind of. We get bounces along the way. Obviously from here, we're seeing a little bit of bounce off the 21 exponential on the weekly, but that's not like it's not a great bounce. Neither was this one, but that's not what you want to see.
I see what
Probably
you
need
mean.
to test lower.
So here's
But
a
if you're
couple
looking
of
for like,
coins.
hold on,
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
before like if you want to get like bullish, like if you're looking for like what point, like okay, we're like turning the
Yeah,
tide.
totally.
Look at
Let's do that.
you want to get it back above this area right here. This is like 116ish or whatever. Basically where the last high was. That's this giant kind of like liquidity zone. So once we kind of close above here, then it's like it'll be like super obvious that okay, game's on. But it could take a minute because once we break out of here, then we'll kind of start seeing some signals, and that's when we start creating that kind of U accumulation bull type effect. But assuming like maybe we wick down, closed up, and then we marched up higher like within a short time frame, then that's when I would start to become like super bullish. That would be like the super bullish scenario, I guess you can say. Compared to the more prolonged, more likely kind of prolonged pullback and accumulation. But the big thing on Bitcoin dominance, though, we did have like complete like structural break and stuff of the trend here. Although it's not like complete structural break, but this is definitely like change of behavior. So that's a good sign for kind of like alt seasons. What we want to see is make like a lower high here and then a lower low. Then that'll be like super obvious. But if you're looking kind of like bigger levels, I would expect it to get in this big macro green box. It'll last like 2 cycles. You've tested way down here. So this can kind of give you like an idea of like how much of an altcoin season do we have left. That's like quite a bit. We're way up here. So if we would eventually chop our way down over a decent period, getting all the way back down to here, I mean that's going to take a lot of time. That's altcoins outperforming Bitcoin. So that's good. We have still like a lot of good times ahead. I know people want to be like doomsday and like, oh, it's just the 4-year cycle, it's about to end. I don't want to believe any of that kind of shit. The amount of institutional money, we expect Bitcoin to mature more as an asset and start smoothing out the cycles a bit and get more elongated. Basically what we're seeing. So yeah, okay, we can move on to coins, right?
Yeah. Totally. So number one on the list here is Aster. Aster, as we know, recently announced by CZ of Binance, and that
Oh, shit.
thing blew up. So from I think point two went to I don't know where it is now, but you go and
What's
look
the
at it
ticker?
yourself. It's Aster, ASTER.
AST. Okay.
There you go.
From CT or CT CZ.
Yeah, I think this is there you
What is
go.
it though?
I forgot what it was. Jaken, can you
Oh
help me
Jesus.
there?
Yeah, this is like noon, like a couple weeks old. Let's go down some low time
So
frames.
apparently this is a dex. Like, you know how was it hype that Arthur Hayes has been tweeting about it a lot. I forgot what token it was.
Is that like
Uh
Hyperliquid?
Hyperliquid? Yeah, so like it's the Hyperliquid of Binance, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
That's that's the story there. Oh my god, it's at $1 right now. Is that it?
Yeah,
Jeez,
almost $2. 180 something. 170.
jeez. I mean, people are super hype on this because um, hype is like really. I think it's like it was like $56 at some point.
You probably have to use like market cap comparison. You definitely have like a strong momentum reset right here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks good. Building up severe like bullish divergence here.
Ooh, so what's your call here? Can it go up
I
further?
mean, it looks good, but it's probably gonna follow the market for the most part. We are closing below the. Oh, this is 4 hour. So I mean, this is so little data here. It's hard to really say what the hell it can do. You can see it's kind of like consolidating the volumes, kind of sloping downwards. Momentum's resetting. Overall market, yeah, it probably does test lower. I mean, let's see. Let's break out like a Fibbo extension. Let's see. So 60 as your golden ratio could get all the way down here, but probably not. Again, freaking this low amount of data is really hard to. We are like closing below here, and now starting to base off it. I mean, likely test a little lower, but I mean, overall, with this little bit of data, it looks like pretty strong. Like if you're holding it, I want to be like, oh, fucking sell because it might go down over the next like week. Like I wouldn't really stress about it. Just hold and wait. As long as you're not trying to like cash out, make money like in the next couple weeks, like it'd be good.
There you go. The next one on our list is Ronin. Ronin recently announced a buyback, but
Finally,
seems to be going the other way around.
and then it worked. Oh Jesus!
They announced
Yeah, this is downtrending.
yeah, so it's the announcement was like, hey, we've been accumulating over the years, and I think it's the right time to initiate buybacks. And seems like, I mean, during the announcement the market went up by like 10%, I think. But then I mean, with everything down right now, it's hard to really say, right? Like it could just be the market dragging it down
Yeah,
as well.
yes and no.
But do you
But I
think?
mean, yeah, for sure.
But what do you think about it? Like, do you think that's something that whales will buy into because they think Ronin's gonna hit back like it's peak form?
Yeah, once the risk card gets to that point, it's all about like the flow of liquidity. And once gaming becomes hot, once people are like taking more risks, then definitely like Ronin, IMX, like these gaming focused token or chains, I think they're gonna do well. But you just gotta wait for the wait for the moment. But yeah, this isn't. I mean, it doesn't look great. This is probably test back down to lows. I mean, really, you see like lower high, lower high, lower high. So we'll see. But probably, I mean, obviously, it's not a stretch to say we test lower here. Probably to 40 cents or something, the minimum. Yeah, I mean, they're a gaming chain. They're strong gaming chain. So once gaming does kind of start coming around, it's kind of more of a narrative you see people talking about. And for sure, Ronin's going to do well, along with some other tokens. But for now, if I'm playing, I'd probably go with different narratives. Larger cap tokens, more shit's kind of hotter now.
Ooh, which narratives are we looking at? Like the likes of
That's a good
Aster,
question.
Hype.
Yeah, I mean that's like infrastructure DeFi type of play. Like, yeah, that definitely qualify. AI plays, DeFi plays, the more practical ecosystem type stuff. We'll definitely see the like first kind of flow down from the majors. The majors kind of pop off first, as Solana, ETH, BNB, all that kind of stuff, and then it'll like flow down to kind of the infrastructure within those like ecosystems, and then eventually the higher risk stuff like meme coins, more particularly like gaming tokens, which actually have utility, and gaming ecosystems, of course. But I mean, you never know. We could see like a really hot game enter an ecosystem, and that really like kind of drags it up and kind of raises that above everyone else, and they pop off before other people. That's always possible. But yeah, it doesn't not particularly attractive. I was looking at IMX actually was looking like pretty decent. Where is that? Oh, I think it's way up here.
Let's look at IMX indeed.
And they're pretty much like kind of a gaming play. You can see how much like better the bat looks. Must be some old Fibbo shit. Like it's looking a lot better than what Ronin was like a down channel. But yeah, we got about this consolidation point popped above there. I was pulling back with the rest of the market. But ultimately, if we can set like a higher low, got a trend right here. Break above this consolidation point, and then there's kind of room to run. Where's their all-time high at? I think it was more like $20. Way up here. Or less than that. It was like $10. Oops. Fucking up the chart. All right. What was another one?
The next one on our list is speaking of, it's Hype. Hype from Hype.
Oh,
Hype.
okay.
Yeah.
Was that on here? Maybe
This
not.
one's
To find it.
this one I've been following it a bit because
yeah, I definitely hear about it. Q coin. Here we go. Binance. Okay, like macro wise, you got definitely a decent looking chart here.
so massive sell here from. I mean, one news on this is like it recently went down with the announcement of Aster, right? Pretty much the story goes as like Arthur Hayes. He's one of the most bullish guy on Hype. He's been tweeting about Hype for throughout like 2025, and then when CZ announced Aster, kind of like he sold a lot of it. There was a tweet that he sold like a lot of what he was holding.
He did. Arthur Hayes did.
Yes, I'm gonna show you guys the tweet. It's okay, there you go. I mean, he's the one who tweeted it out, so I'm just okay there. But he's been like the guy who was pumping it throughout the years, right? Like he's the most bullish. He's the most bullish guy on it. And then came the Aster tweet from CZ. So Arthur Hayes was like, "Well, I dumped it, and this is why." And then there's like an analysis on that tweet. So yeah,
Jesus.
it's just kind of funny. And then he's been tweeting about like the token being down, and he's like teasing people like, "Okay, it's down to $41. Should I buy back in?"
Yeah, this is a rough dump for sure.
Look at him. He's just trolling people.
Right.
But it's
Probably,
crazy.
ultimately, probably heads like sideways here. But maybe we could test like down to this box, down into this region. That would be like probably if I was targeting a buy, and maybe wait for that over the next like couple weeks. But it's already got like a lot of strong like dumps. Sometimes shit like that where you have like someone like influential kind of talking shit, and then you get like a bunch of dumpers, and then
And then he
they get
buys back
overextended
in.
and Yeah, I mean, it definitely happens.
That'd be funny.
But like overall, like yeah, it seems like a strong project from when I know about it. And chart looks like pretty decent. Yeah, I mean definitely better than like most of your shit coins.
And it's always been like that for the crypto space, at least, right? Um, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like, I mean, the announcement of Aster, because people saw, like, at the moment, the reason why people is buying it, I think part of the reason is because they see the price of hype, right? So, but then they'll start to realize, like, hyper liquid, they've been around for a long time, and they've got, I mean, not a long time, but like they've got, they've proven that their
Longer,
model
yeah.
works. Yeah, their model works. So it's gonna be a test of time at that point. So if you're holding hype, I wouldn't worry too much about it.
No, yeah. If you're like a long term believer, I just look at this as like an opportunity to pick up some more at a discount.
True, 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 true.
Having that track record and stuff like that's like golden in crypto land. Anybody can try to like hype and be like kind of the shit coin of the day, but to be like consistent over time and shit like that's a lot harder to find. And those are the ones that do like really really well, like long term. Just like obviously some shit projects do well short term, and then there's no substance there, so then obviously it crashes and it's just people holding the token supply on like balls and yeah, not pretty shit, but long term is
Exactly,
that shit doesn't work with the long term. You have to have
exactly.
actual long term believers and a lot harder to pull off. You could do like a measure move there. Volume, well, I get you could say that fits in, but this is like a big one. Be like 8 cents. What is that?
And then the other one
Two hundred
is
percent.
Solana and WLFI. I don't know what WLFI is. Okay, so tips for newbies as per Stanislaw. So I guess before we head to the next token, let's maybe answer this. So Stan, this is like I think for his first time being in a market, mayhem.
Okay. You said it was a question.
No, no, he's just asking like what's the best tip for newbies. I think
Oh, best tip.
yeah, the best tip.
Hmm. Probably like zoom out. If you're like newbie to what? Crypto in general, or you're like charts?
I'd say newbie to crypto in general. Like these guys
Oh, in general.
mostly came from like a background of like just discovering how you could earn from Web3 games, like through giveaways, raffles, and then like airdrops. So in general, they are not familiar with like crypto.
Okay, so like first steps. Honestly, I would just like just learn as much as you can. Like, there's no real like great tip for like initial guys. Just kind of dive in and just learn as much as you can. Try as much stuff as you can. Don't hold like a bunch of money in your wallet, and just be responsible, like holding your seeds and all that. So do a lot of research there. But if as far as like the charts and stuff, that definitely like the biggest tip for a new would be like zoom out. A lot of guys get caught up in these kind of hour time frames and these low and shit, and then it seems like the end of the world. Or you really just got to zoom out and look at like kind of macro. That'll kind of keep you grounded a little more. Because especially when you're new, like it can get like super emotional when you're investing kind of your first money, especially the first time. But yeah,
There
as
you
far
go,
as like
guys.
new to crypto, honestly, joining like a community, like here, or really in a guild or anywhere, somewhere where you like feel comfortable, you like the people, you like the vibe, people you can kind of learn off, ask questions, people who can help you out. That's probably like the best way to learn is kind of just having people around you who've already done it and kind of walk you through shit, answer your questions. It makes it a lot easier than trying to learn on your own.
The one thing I knew is this thing you need to take a risk. So the thing with the trading though, Zion, like what is your goal? Like what is it that you're trying to learn? How to read the charts? Are you planning to like, uh okay. So I think the most common thing, I mean, one thing that you need to learn is how simple trading, like, how like the mechanics of trading works, right? Because you see a lot of these stuff is probably unfamiliar to you, like you see numbers, you see, I think one thing you need to learn is just like, which ones are price, which ones the, don't worry about the lines first. Like just think about it this way: which one's the price, hover your mouse a little. You could use which one has, all right, here's the link. I'm going to give you a link. So you could use this website to just, just sign up with it, log in. You'll see a bunch of different coins there, and then just hover your mouse around, get the familiarity. Because I think the hardest part is that you need to know what the tickers are, like what's, where the prize is. Like, don't worry about the lines first. You just need to get the basics down. Once you have the basics down, this will slowly start to make sense. Like, oh, okay, the line is the price, and then you got these indicators that this chain is using. But the very first step, like the baby step,
Yeah,
is
kind
like
of
you
that.
need to know where the, what the numbers are for. Like, what's this 75, what's this 25, what's this 0.1988. So like, once you make sense of that, then the lines will follow, and it'll be easier. So just sign up to the link I sent you, and then just kind of like hover your mouse around it. Don't worry, it's not gonna break anything. It's just gonna like make you familiarize yourself with the interface. And once you know the interface, then you're golden. I think that's where whatever beef chain is saying is gonna like make sense to you.
Yeah, you kind of got to start with like the basics, like what a candlesticks are.
Yeah, there you go. Candlesticks too. Yeah.
Another good one is like investing.com. They have like a bunch of like terminology, and they'll kind of just break stuff down, like simple terms of any kind of like if you see
Oh,
a word you
that's
don't recognize,
true.
you can type it into there and they'll tell you. I mean, you could just Google it and they'll do the same thing, or use AI. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's gonna keep kind of taking chunks away and kind of learn a little bit at a time. Over not a long enough period, you'll start to make sense, kind of what's going on. You can also do like paper trading accounts. Like a lot of exchanges have that, where you do all like the same mechanics if you were trading, but it's not real money. So that could be a good way to kind of familiarize yourself with kind of how the platform or how exchanges like work and buying and selling and the different kind of orders. Learning just that would kind of take a while too, but I mean that's something you definitely got to learn because I mean if you make crypto, you're gonna want to be able to sell it and whatnot. So start with those kind of basics.
I have 11 minutes to
What is this
explain day trading.
WOFI? Not very
Okay,
old.
Zion, this is what helped me. So I had this in my bookmarks. This is what helped me get like the basic, like the terminologies and all that stuff. I think this is gonna help you a lot. Like this, I have it in my bookmark, and I used that before. Like it doesn't cover everything, obviously, but like it kind of gave me an idea of, oh shit, this is how they make money from it, and then these are the terms that they use. This is you know it pretty much like covers all the basic stuff you would want to have in a video. Because some of these videos they talk about like all the more advanced stuff, and then and then they say it's like the
Yeah.
basics, and I'm like, the fuck is that?
This might be like doing a little bounce. I think Bitcoin probably bounce around here too, so we could be seeing some bounces. overall, I mean, this what is it? Whatever the hell this is, WLFI.
Is
Not too
that
much data here to
world
really
token
judge.
WLFI? Oh,
No.
World Liberty Financial
Oh, the
Price.
Trump one.
The Trump one, yeah.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I mean, probably get a little bounce here, but ultimately, probably with the market, probably pull back a little further. Probably consolidation, chop around this zone a bit. Ultimately, you see something kind of like that, like a U kind of shape. Oops. That's usually like a clear sign of like accumulation. But I mean, you can't really see like big time frames there. The weekly, like, there's no indicators. Even on the 2-day, shit. Wait, maybe they're not disclosing. Oh, maybe not. Oh, barely. But yeah, if you're looking to enter like new positions, I'd probably just wait. Probably it's probably gonna be the analysis on just about every token right now. Wait a little bit. But yeah, I don't even know what. Don't they have like a fucking stable coin?
I thought that was it.
Something like that, right? It's like a DeFi type of thing.
Yeah, I thought that was it.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust any business that dude has something to do with. It's historically not a good businessman, so more of a grifter. But I mean, it's just like short-term play, maybe. I mean, he's still got what, fucking 3 more years as president, so I
Yeah,
wouldn't probably hold
plenty,
it much longer than that.
plenty of time to hold it.
Oh, that's fine. What was it? It was Solana, right?
Solana, yep.
Chilling to
Solana is the last one.
Oof, yeah. I think Solana and like ETH kind of move the same. I don't think we covered ETH, but it's similar. But we're kind of like just testing like kind of all-time highs area. You expect kind of a pullback from there. You got Bitcoin pulling back, which is gonna make it like a little worse. But ultimately, as long as we don't close the weekly, down below here, we could wick below here. As long as we close up back up below it. Probably, yeah, probably looking like down here. 175. Depending how long it takes to get there, moving averages will kind of drift up and whatnot. But yeah, we kind of tapped that box we drew out there for a while. There's a big red bar there. But you guys see, like, it spent like a little bit of time now up in here in the zone. So, I mean, it could like turn around here. You could like draw. Although these don't always typically work like perfect, obviously, especially with stochastics.
Oh
We
wait,
probably do
Solana
break
is
that.
below 200 now. That was quick. I thought it was just like
Yeah.
I haven't
I
been
mean, just in the
looking at it. Yeah.
last, let's see,
The last
like
day
a couple
or the
day
last
or
12
so.
hours, I think. Last time I saw
Yeah,
it,
something like that. Yeah, we had a little bounce off this zone, but not much. Just shot right through it. That's getting there. I expect a bounce here. See these higher time frames are kind of more flushed down. That's not even popping up. The fuck?
so like let's
Flush
do it
down.
the way we did it last time. What do you think is the lowest point it will go to so we could set our buy
Solana?
zones? Yeah,
We haven't really looked at Solana like that. Let's see.
because that's what I've been following,
Yeah,
to
I
be
think.
honest, and I've been making like some
Yeah,
small wins.
I think I kind of like mentioned. I think like 175, but it depends on how fast we get down there. If it's over like the next week, could be 175. If it's 2 weeks, that could drag up, 180, something like that. I don't think it's been like too much. We could get like wick like further down, but that's just kind of. I mean, you can layer your buys in. That's what I would like typically do. It's set like some toward the top of the range, put like kind of most of them kind of in the middle, and then leave some for like kind of the more drastic wicks that may hit, and you could scoop up some shit for cheap. But usually those don't fill and just kind of wasted. But you could play like that.
I like it.
Yeah, the first thing I'm looking for is this box. Where's my damn drawing tool? Like in this region. You can see also the liquidity node here pops out there. Worst case, you'd see like down this range.
Kaya po ba kayong tanghali la? Hindi din.
So where you could see like a wick down, kind of like more extreme cases. These will kind of be the levels I'd be looking at. Looking at here, definitely at least get a bounce. We'll see if we can set a higher high or lower high. If we do kind of keep trending downwards for the next like month on the altcoins as well as Bitcoin, that's kind of what I expect from Bitcoin. Probably over the next month we kind of test lower. We don't really do much of anything. That would be kind of the same case here on Solana. This is your first bounce region. This is kind of your ultimate like big buy zone. We start spending too much time in here and shit, then we start to worry. This is where we're looking for kind of the more obvious buys. Play around here. It's definitely viable, but just keep an eye on the chart and the macro, what's going on. The macro direction is going to save your ass like a majority of the time. As long as you're kind of in that direction right now, macro's kind of like downward, sideways. So that's what you expect from most of these assets.
So like you could place a buy order at like maybe 175, and then put like a sell order if it goes down to like 170.
Oh, you're talking about like stop losses. I was talking about layering in buys, like putting a buy in like 180, like a certain amount, certain percentage of your the total amount, like, kind of like you want to allocate towards the token. Put most of your buys kind of around here in like the 175. Then also, as time plays out, you can move up some of those buys and whatnot, and kind of adjust them to what's going on. As far as stop loss, I mean, I'd be looking obviously if we break like kind of here. Stop loss, you mostly want to look in like kind of like the major like lows we break that are most likely going to lead to like a trend change or change of behavior. So like wick lows, depending on the time frame, whatnot. But if you were playing that, you'd wait for like a wick down here where you can buy. And then whatever that low is, you'd set your stop loss like just below that low. So if we break back down and we wick and break that low, that would signal there's more sell pressure than we did before. You know, less buying power, and likely it's going to be trending even lower. So you stop loss there. So this was your low, which doesn't look like a low. I mean, you'd want to see more of a wick. You would like set it like the low of this bar.
Gotcha. Okay.
You go to the top, says L like 190, so you set it like 190. So if we wick below that, then you close your position. You take like a small loss. But we're not that much farther from the next bounce zone, so honestly, just don't get cute. Like, you might as well just hold and wait. Unless you're on a ton of leverage and you're paying fees and shit like that. Even then, it's probably going to take like a couple weeks. And if you're trying to get like new freaking more tokens, like a new order, I'd just wait until it gets down here. Could see it bounce back up, bounce off here, and then come back down here. You do see like the 12-hour crossing up. Or almost. Not quite. Still not there either. Get down to 6 hours and 4 hours. Yeah. Yeah, I just wait. It's all about probabilities with this shit. You're never going to be 100% right, but you just got to kind of play the probabilities in your favor. Which would be kind of just wait till you get lower. Unless you're already holding, just fucking hold. Like don't get too cute. Sometimes you whipsaw. Like, oh, you sold, you predicted it right, but you weren't awake when it wicked down, and now it's back above the price that you sold. And like, fuck, if I just would have hold. You're going to see that a lot, especially for the next like 6 months.
Everyone just realized that Solana went down. Same here, guys. You're not alone.
Ooh, Pumped Out Funds gotten a fucking ass beaten these last couple weeks too. Probably get down to this 10 at least. This would be like your liquidity zone here. This is definitely one that could do well. They actually have like real revenue and shit. If we get back down in this region, that'd be worse
Yeah,
than
they're
buys.
they're making a lot like from all those trading fees. I don't think they're gonna go
Yeah.
anywhere. They're probably gonna go even higher.
Yeah, especially when you see like it really pop off again.
Yeah.
Everyone launching tokens left and right.
Shit, I didn't even know that they launched. That's crazy. Are you holding some?
I think I like hedged out of most of my altcoin positions just for now. Just wait a little bit.
Gotcha.
I did add a little bit there. It was like a week ago or so. It's kind of like, oh, what if the altcoins kind of truck the band explode and shit? But no, it didn't happen. But I mean, I feel like we're close to that time where like Bitcoin's going sideways and altcoins are kind of popping off left and right because people have to have faith that the Bitcoin cycle's not over. Which I think we're building right now, like this much more constructive price behavior. It's going to lead to confidence kind of going to end of year and shit, and then we'll see much more risk on behavior, which would be the year altcoins kind of outperforming and doing really well. We haven't got back to all-time highs on shit like ETH and Solana and shit. They kind of bounced off their all-time highs. What you expect to do? So they're going to spend some time too sideways. Obviously, these are like later in the consolidation than Bitcoin. You definitely can kind of see. Same thing with like Solana. It's spent a little bit of time up here. Now it's got to recharge. Now it's like breaking through the bullish control zone. But all it means is consolidation, which is ultimately sideways. That's why you got to zoom out. It looks like the end of the world when you're zoom. Like if we go into like a 4-hour. Then you're like, oh my god, it's the end of the world. Market or bull market's over. Like, oh my god. You zoom out and like it's completely fine. Yeah, I mean you expect to test off the all-time high, and you see this big liquidity zone here. You expect it to test down in this area, base off of here, reaccumulate, reset the momentum, and then it's off the new all-time highs finally. And that traditionally is usually like the signal you would look for kind of the lower cap, kind of riskier altcoins to start really popping off is when you have like Ether and Solana, they're breaking new all-time highs, which we haven't quite done, like not convincingly. We want to base off these all-time highs. And once we're doing kind of this up here, basing off of here, that's when you're like, okay, it's definitely on. You want to see the momentum kind of come back down. Maybe retest the midline somewhere down in here, reaccumulate. All constructive shit. Just gotta zoom out and just, hold on. Hold on to your butts. After like a month or two, you're like, oh, looking real good. I think that kind of covers the major ones, right? Oh, XRP would be another one. They kind of do some different shit. I think it's these American laws and shit. So they've broken above all-time highs. Wait, what fucking Coinbase? How long does this go? Go back. Oh, okay, so this is not the best chart. It's not very old. But I mean, this fucking looks bullish. Again, probably test the lower back down in here, but it's definitely a constructive looking good chart. Which I expect to see from a high cap altcoin right now. At this point in the cycle, those are the ones that are really going to shine. Your XRP is Solana. I think BNB is also doing really good. Yeah, that's just solid. God damn. This chart looks really fucking good. Not gonna lie. This shit looks strong. Broke out of this channel. I haven't looked at this chart in a while. This is freaking. This is probably played out. Just to show you this TA shit works. Look at that. About this top of the move.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty
it's strong.
bullish.
Definitely. Oh yeah, this shit looks fucking strong.
think
this
that's
is
the
already kind of
power of
made.
CZ.
Honestly, I think this is what it looks like. It's kind of what's coming to the other altcoins. If you, let me see. Oh, maybe I can scroll this way. If you get rid of that like price action there, this is kind of what the rest of the altcoins are kind of going to be looking like. And I just test like their all-time highs. Now they're pulling back off it. Now they're going to consolidate and then reaccumulate, head back up, and then boom. But it looks like XRP is like ahead of the cycle. That's pretty crazy. This is what I expect the other altcoins to start looking like over the next 2-3 months. Oh, maybe, yeah, 3-4 months. I mean, around that time period. So what this might be doing in that time frame, who fucking knows? It's already a high cap coin, so that's crazy. Yeah, this looks strong. This looks good. Then you got Ronin. But we could have a fat bounce and it's still a macro freaking lower high trending downwards. Like, that's sad. But you do see this flattening out here. That's kind of what you want to see for accumulation. Kind of keep going and track higher. Get it back above this 21 on the weekly. Then start stair stepping. And then we start testing up these higher levels. Has a lot of room to run if once stuff does get bullish. But not in a rush to kind of scoop something up like this right now. Probably better options. This one got crushed. This one I was looking at, like black hole. I think. Oh god, what? Forget which chain. This is like a DeFi type of play. Is it Avalanche, Arbitrum, one of those. But yeah, this took a huge jump this week.
Just when you thought it was, damn, like look at that candle going up.
Yeah, that shit freaking.
And then the way it went down too.
Oh yeah,
Crazy.
it's already back down to that level. Wow. I can't remember the chain. Like stuff like this, you're playing off like kind of the popularity of the chain at a time. They're like infrastructure plays is what I call them. So like your DeFi type plays and stuff like that, exchanges. I don't remember the freaking chain though. Pretty sure it's either Arbitrum or Avalanche. It might be Avalanche. Doesn't matter. Oh, what happened to Force? Went away.
Oh, what?
It might be these weird freaking. These look like futures almost. The way it's like listed, weird. Huh. Working. Damn, they haven't been dumping like that. This is the right coin. Oh, this is it Planet Horse?
Yeah, that's Planet Horse. Yeah, that's it.
I thought they had a good chart. Okay, maybe I was zooming in. Maybe that's what I was looking at. If you zoom in here in the day, it doesn't look too bad.
I also don't see any other token that they're interested to look at. So, yeah, I think this could be the last one. We're also approaching our hour mark here.
Shit, oh yeah, let's wrap it up. But yeah, I mean, you got the 10 moving average here on the daily, like sloping up. That's a positive sign. But he does look better than kind of like most of the altcoins you're looking at. Get 2 strong tests of the 21. I mean, this is the ultimate point. Will be back above. This will get dragged down too over the next few weeks.
I've mostly just been like using my pores to upgrade the horses that I own. So whatever happens to it at this point, yeah.
I think this is like compared to Ron. That's why this looks.
Okay.
Better. But I mean, it's like outperforming Ron, so that's good. If you're bullish on Ron, you'd have to be bullish on this because it looks better.
Looks better, yep.
But yeah, I think that wraps it up.
Yeah. Oh, you found it, Zion? Okay, good.
Look the same. I mean, it's kind of how the market goes. And most of the stuff's going to look the same. Looks similar. Doing similar stuff.
Just look at the daddy Bitcoin and no, I think you've given good insights today. I'm sure there's gonna be people looking to getting in at Solana at 175 range. That includes me.
180,
So
175. Yeah,
yeah, I would be good.
within that region.
All right,
That's
perfect.
sounds good. Oh, you can. Oh, we can do the giveaway shit off stream, right?
Yeah, we could do that off stream. Actually, I'm gonna post that on like through the alpha bot. So I'm still figuring out how to do that, but you guys already have the roles. I made sure that everyone in this PC has it. So just wait for
Okay.
the ping. Like the bot should ping you when the raffle is up, and then all you need to do is join it, and you can participate and get your free mints. Hopefully, that project, Bullies on Ape, is something that will, I mean, it's gonna be a free mint. So like a lot of free mints sometimes go to like, these absurd price ranges, but there's times where it doesn't. So yeah, hopefully we all win with it.
Oh,
So
it's a
that's
free
it.
mint.
Yeah, it's a free mint. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Might as well then.
Yeah, right. I mean, you're only gonna be spending gas. It's on ape chain though, so I'm not sure how the
Oh.
gas works there. I guess we'll all figure it out together. But yeah,
It's probably like an EVM, like compatible, similar to MetaMask and whatnot.
yeah, I think
I
it
would
should.
assume.
I would assume too. But if I figure it out, then I'll share it with you guys as well. Don't worry. All right, everyone, we're gonna wrap it up here today. GG's to all, and thank you so much for always attending. Remember, tomorrow we have an event. It's a free for all. Beef. What's our rewards pool tomorrow? I know there's gonna be NFTs in there. Like
Yeah, whitelist spots. We
whitelist
have some
spots.
from. I'm not sure how many we put on the marketplace. But we should have a couple for Engines of Fury.
Yeah.
That could be an interesting one because it's only a 400 supply, so it's like a pretty low. And it's tied to earnings too, so it could be something that does pretty well. It is on IMX though, so you do have to create like an IMX wallet and get that address. And
Yep.
then we have Crypto Guns whitelist too. As far as Crypto Guns also they have some tokens too. If we're gonna give to the winner, I think it's 5,000
Ooh,
Crypto Guns
5,000. Okay,
tokens.
perfect. I mean, it
We'll
doesn't
give
have
that to
any
the winner
value
for
right
the
now,
whitelist.
but I'm sure it
Right.
doesn't have value, right? Like, so basically, you guys are gonna get it
I don't think so,
before
not yet. I think they're
TGE.
minting like
So,
next month.
oh, okay, got it. So just hold on to it until they're TGE, and may the god of TGEs bless you with a 1000x.
Right, yeah. So whoever wins will get the tokens. They'll also get a whitelist of choice. Probably the Engines of Fury is probably the more valuable one. And
So
then we'll do the typical giveaway for a bunch of more whitelist spots.
yeah, okay, sounds good. So tomorrow is just gonna be the whitelist and then the crypto guns token.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. There you go, guys. 1000x. I agree. I would love that. All right, guys. GG's.
Right.
Have a great one and see y'all on the next one. I mean, see y'all tomorrow. GG's, guys.
Yeah, later. See you tomorrow.
Oh, just wait for the bot to ping you. You're gonna get pinged, guys. The bot will tag you when it's ready, the raffle.